वाओ ये हमें बहुत मजा आ रहा है गाइस ऐसे वीडियोस बनाने में। तभी हमने सिर्फ एक ही बनाया और वो एक बनाने में भी हमने सालों लगा दिए।
तो एक बनाने में भी हमने 4 बार बना लिया। Does not mean we will not deliver. We will surely deliver. But थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. But if you all don't want to wait that long, y'all can obviously pay more to our accounts for Patreon.
मंदिर बना नहीं कि भिखारी पहले आ गए हैं.
तो हमारे पास नहीं है. Hi guys.
Hello guys. So the context is कि we are freshly out of college and we are finally getting to experience
adult friendships.
Yeah. And somewhere between becoming adults, friendships have stopped
feeling the same way.
I mean, we are more connected technically with everyone, but somehow we are still more isolated than ever.
The more connected we feel through social media, I feel like in person we are lonelier.
कुछ भी तुम plan करो, everything is expensive. You want to go out, you want to hang out, everything is expensive. Your time is tight, you know, you're working 9 to 5 and we know that a 9 to 5 is more than a 7 to 6, right? Hate it. Emotions are avoided. People hate being emotionally expressive. You know, सबको nonchalant बनना है हर एक चीज के बारे में, किसी को भी ऐसे express नहीं करना because it just makes them sort of perceived as vulnerable and weak. And everyone is protecting their own peace.
That is so stupid.
Yeah. And we will come to that.
Protecting your peace is fine. But yeah, we'll come back.
We'll come to that, right? So we're basically living in a world where we all are craving convenience over real connection with people. And that is, at least we feel, is a problem. When we were kids, when we were in university, we all had a reason to make friends. Like the people around you were bounded in some kind of institution, in some kind of work, and you had to make friends no matter what, right?
Yeah, it was a circumstance.
Exactly, it was a circumstance, and you had to force yourself to communicate with people, and that's how you just became friends with people. Oh, and you had enough time, you had like years, 2-3 years to, you know, form those bonds and actually connect with people. But now with adult friendships, it's like you really have to go out of your way to even meet people, you know,
exactly.
Start conversations, start random conversations, and what makes it even more difficult is that there's no retention. There's no reason for you or the person that you're trying to be friends with to stay connected.
Yeah.
Unless you actively make plans.
Also, out of college and school, there is no environment where you can nurture a real relationship. Because outside of college and school, it's mainly workspace. And workspace, to have that entire process of finding new friends and becoming close to them while you're also working, it is not the same as going to an institution where people are new, you are new, and developing friends because you need to survive in that place. And this is something that is very uniquely experienced by us young adults right now in this generation, because adults as in our parents, they did not have the same amount of amenities that we have. Like हम social media में रह के हम एक दूसरे को text करके बात कर सकते हैं. उस ज़माने में उनके पास phone ये सब भी नहीं था.
I think the first lie that we were all forced to believe is that low maintenance or low effort friendships are the best kind of friendships that you can get as adults.
For some reason, low maintenance friendships have suddenly become romanticized also. मतलब क्या मैं कुछ भी कर लूँ, हम कैसे भी रहे, at the end of the day हम जब मिलेंगे तो हम अच्छे दोस्त रहेंगे, हमें कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I don't need to put in too much efforts. I just 1-2 कॉल मैं साल में कर लूँ, but फिर जब हम मिलते हैं, best friends.
And that is justified by this reason कि oh, we have known each other for so long, we know each other, we understand each other कि हमको we don't need to stay connected for a long time, you know, कभी भी बीच में कभी भी मिलेंगे and we'll have the same connect and whatever. But ठीक है, see, that is all valid when you genuinely have a busy life or whatever. But again, that doesn't excuse not putting efforts
towards someone
at all.
And also it is understandable कि ठीक है तुम्हारे पास ऐसा friendship है. People reach that point in a friendship when once they've known each other for such a long time. Their plot is like rich. Okay. And they have so much history. So they know each other so well that they might call it low maintenance, but calling every good friend that you make and you call it low maintenance friendship does not make sense. You cannot put in minimal effort into a friendship and then expect it to last. That is not how things work.
100%. अगर कोई मुझे ऐसा डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है कि oh he is my low maintenance friend, he is my low effort friend, I will be insulted. I will feel very offended. मतलब तुमको क्या लगता है कि तुम कुछ भी like मुझे prioritize नहीं करोगे, you won't make efforts, you won't make time, and you'll be like oh he'll still stick around, he's a friend, he's a good friend, you know, उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. That's how it is, like, because friendships are a compromise. ठीक है. And making compromises takes efforts. And it takes you prioritizing your friend over your own schedule.
It does not mean you put themselves above everything
at a
that
pedestal
you do.
or something like that.
Not
ऐसा
at
नहीं
all.
बोल रहा है. मतलब देखो तुम
You make time for them in your life. See, you cannot expect a seedling to grow without watering it. Wow. This whole ऐसा low maintenance and cutting people off so easily, it all roots down to the fact that suddenly not showing your emotions, suddenly not portraying yourself as who you truly are has become so normal. The nonchalant, how you
Yes.
become nonchalant, how you should be nonchalant, has become so common and trendy.
लगते हो भाई जब तुम वैसे you know you try to be like all cool, like
Cool and
नहीं,
different, and you don't nothing bothers
you don't express
me.
your emotions, you don't express how you feel about things, you don't you know you don't show care.
Yeah.
समझ रहे हो? Just because you want to act all again nonchalant or whatever, it's just because you might be perceived as, you know, vulnerable or weak because you are showing emotions, or you know or people might say that oh you're overreacting, नहीं इतना सब कुछ क्यों, why are you taking it so deep, like off bro, like it is deep, friendships are deep, come on, like you have to give it that importance because it is a very integral part of your life.
It is. And nonchalance is not the way to get there. You cannot act like you don't care about things. You cannot act like you don't feel anything. You cannot act like, oh, I am so untouchable. I don't feel any pain. कोई मेरे को hurt नहीं कर सकता है. And then expect लोग तेरे से close हो. You can't be mysterious.
Yes.
And have people like you as a friend.
वही भाई, मतलब you know.
No one likes a mystery. हम Sherlock Holmes नहीं हैं.
अच्छा.
हाँ, हमें तुम्हारा मिस्ट्री सॉल्व नहीं करना है, हमें ऐसे क्लूज जान के तुम्हें जानने की कोशिश नहीं करनी है.
Yes.
We cannot get to know you as a person if you come off as nonchalant and someone who does not care about. See, I will only.
Who does not seem to care. I mean, you obviously care about things.
Yeah, but you put this facade कि तुम्हें नहीं फर्क पड़ता. If I want to talk to someone and that person is clearly not interested to talk to me, why would I want to go and talk to him again?
Exactly.
That is. How is that working?
Loser लगते हो, basically. मतलब, what people fail to understand is that to build really close connections and close friendships, there has to be certain level of vulnerability that you share. वो नहीं होगा तो you can never be close to someone. You can never have close friends who can root for you in your hardest times.
Yeah.
ना, वैसा friendship कभी तुम्हारा build नहीं होगा.
It has also kind of become a trend to show off your friends.
It used to be a massive trend.
Yeah, it used to be.
हाँ, मतलब at least when I was back in university, तभी मेरे को उसके reels वगैरह बहुत आते थे कि low maintenance friends are so nice, I can hit them up whenever, we can not talk for like months and so and so and so, and then still we will have the same connect. I'm like, bhai, fuck off. मतलब
you get the illusion that everything's the same, but I feel like the more it happens, the more you let just all those low effort slide, the further you get with that person. It might not feel तब भी तुम एक बार मिलोगे, it will feel the same. The next time you meet, it'll be the same only. Third time you meet, you'll feel that drift.
And how is it about letting it be the same anyway? Because if you guys are not meeting, if you guys are not hanging out, if you guys are not making plans with each other, it's an opportunity cost. You're giving up the opportunity of making new memories.
Correct.
How is keeping it the same, keeping the vibe same of your friendship, the goal of a friendship? I think the goal of a friendship is that you keep making new memories with each other, you keep exploring and, you know, have fun. and by not putting efforts, not making plans,
knowing each other better every time you
meet. Exactly. It's not about keeping things the same. It's about
growing with
with each other.
And if you don't even put the efforts to meet someone, to see them in person, how are you growing as friends?
And लग रहा होगा कि हम बहुत प्रोजेक्टिंग कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, but
नहीं guys, ये किसी की तरफ टारगेटेड नहीं है.
Exactly, it's not about
हमारे बस मन की बात बता रहे हैं.
Although we are talking out of like personal experiences, and we have had really awful friendships, we have had some amazing friendships in our life, but again these things are some overall phenomena that is happening with our generation.
At the end of the day, efforts are mutual. You can't.
Yeah, you can't. So many people think that cutting people off for the most minor inconveniences is protecting their peace. And honestly, I just feel like that's like the most selfish and immature way of dealing with inconveniences in friendships or any interaction for that matter.
I can understand cutting someone off after giving them a lot of chances to prove themselves. But फिर अगर तुम एक ही गलती पे उनको कह रहे हो कि नहीं, I don't have enough mental strength to deal with this and I'm just gonna not talk to them, did you even want that friendship in the first place?
Exactly. It's like, at least for me, cutting someone off is like a very last straw. Like I will try my best to maintain a friendship जितना हो सकता है उतना. ठीक है, कोई भी अड़चन आ रही है, कोई भी ऐसे like misunderstandings हो रहा है, I'll try to keep, what do you say, I'll try to keep working with it with the other person mutually कि हाँ भाई, let's sort this out, let's do something. ठीक है, I'll keep doing it until the very last straw, until I actually can't deal with the person. I feel like okay, this trait is like inherent to the person and I'm not able to
do anything about
deal with it. Then I'll be like, oh fuck it, I value my peace over this. But
not giving a chance to even salvage that friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I feel like it comes from a very कि oh, I have such high value for myself that I really don't care if that friend is there in my life or not.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like it does not bother me that a friend is there or not. So because I value myself more.
That you don't value the friendship.
Yeah, individuality हमें बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ चुकी है, which is not a bad thing.
Yes.
Not at all.
Oh please, it is.
See, to an extent, it is a good thing. To be individuals, it's a good thing. To be unique, to have your own standards and values and boundaries.
मतलब taste-wise individuality makes sense, but if that translates into you being extremely selfish in society,
and narcissistic, which is a bad thing. Obviously, that is what I'm saying. Everything in limit is a good thing. Even individuality. And when individuality is so excessive that you can't see anything past your own self.
You actually brought up a really good. तू सही बोला यार. मतलब I think the main problem here is कि individuality के वजह से कि मतलब I care about myself more than anything, and I don't care about having a community. I don't care about building
real
friendships. I care about myself. So
yeah, the whole trend of self-care. I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna have my own routine. I'm gonna pick up after myself. I don't need anybody else.
I like how all of this started around after COVID.
During COVID itself.
COVID itself, ki self-importance, self-worth, mental health issues, which was a good thing कि मतलब तुम aware हो रहे हो उन सब चीज़ों के बारे में. But again, I think it somehow blew up into like a 7-step skincare regime. तुम सिर्फ हर एक बंदे को cut off करके तुम every weekend I'm gonna protect my peace and just be with myself. ऐसे Instagram पे ऐसे ही reels आते थे कि भाई मतलब everyone started getting back to their own shells.
I think it was the comfort that they got, not just comfort बोलेंगे क्या, that 2 years that you got to live with yourself. People just got so used to that comfort, that bubble that they made around themselves, that when you actually have to get out and make friends, have to socialize and actually
that became a big task.
Yeah, it was a big task. I'm like, I'd rather just focus on myself, bro. Anyway, 2 साल I lived with myself alone. I can do that for the rest of my life. 1-2 friends तो है ही मेरे low maintenance वाले. So I'll just live with that, bro. And that is how,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Individuality exploded. Toxic individuality exploded. Huh.
The way COVID has molded us as a generation, it's so crazy.
It's so crazy, you know?
It's so crazy.
Genuine. I think that's also because that was the start of us exploring social life outside school.
Right.
It happened during the time when we as a generation started getting out of school and actually started to see the world for what it is.
We were the generation whose boards got cancelled because of COVID.
And yeah, and that sort of got disrupted, and ever since then we have been like, you know,
Ever since I was a kid, sorry. You're getting sick and tired, kya?
story time. So I had this one friend back in college, and we had grown into a really good friendship, okay? But the thing is, बीच में ऐसे problems आते रहते थे, like any friends, you know, we used to have a lot of misunderstandings. Particularly, ऐसा होता था कि, you know, they would always, consistently, chronically not show up in time for any plans that we made, and they would keep forgetting about whatever commitments they have made to me or whatever, and I would keep excusing it कि ठीक है, whatever, it's their quirk or whatever, चलता है. Until I realized कि ठीक है, this person is going through a lot of issues mentally and they are also seeking help. So I got a little more sympathetic also, and थोड़ा सा adjusting की compromise कर लिया कि ठीक है, चलो, even if they are doing even if they are not reciprocating friendship properly, it's not their fault. You know, I should not blame them or whatever. ठीक है.
I'll still be there for them.
I'll still be there for them, exactly, because they are my friend, and I want to be there for them no matter what. But it got to a point, second year हो गया, third year हो गया, fourth year में, it got to a point where there would be times where I would really need this person, and they would just not be there for me. मतलब, there would be a comparison of victimization.
Comparison कैसे?
In a sense कि they are more of a victim in life than I am, so they need me more than I do.
Oh, their problems are bigger than yours, so they need more attention.
Exactly. तो कैसा होता था कि एक बार I had to walk back from college to my apartment. It was a long walk, and it started raining all of a sudden. And I'm on the way, and I see that friend coming on their scooty, and I'm like, bro, can you and they stop to say hi to me, and I'm like, bro, can you just drop me? And they're like, no, bro, I really need to go get a sutta. I'm like, bro, can you at least drop me halfway? It's raining. And they're like, no, bro, I really need to get a sutta right now.
Was your house the same way?
No, it's not the same way, but still, it is not even. It wouldn't have even taken them 5 minutes to just quickly drop me halfway and come back. और मेरे घर के आगे भी सुट्टा मिलता है. ठीक है, I let that go as well. ठीक है, चलो, कोई बात नहीं. And there would be instances where I was like really having a hard time with some other friends or whatever, and they would not be there for me. We both went clubbing once, and they were my only companion, and I really wanted them that night to stay with me, and they ditched me in between for whatever reason. It was not a valid reason. It was not a justifiable reason. And I was like, bro, मैं कितना ही tolerate करूँ, ठीक है? How much benefit of the doubt should I give this person? And I was like, fuck this, I'm not talking. And eventually they get back to me कि भाई क्या हो गया? Why are you not talking? ठीक है. And then I confront them about all of this, bro, so and so. I let you go for so many things, but eventually I was like, fuck no. And their first response to that is, bro, have you seen how many times I've cut myself? I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Like, bro, you can't use that as a reason. You're taking away the power out of your own trauma. मतलब ऐसे तुम अपने trauma को weaponize करके तुम justify कैसे?
They're guilt tripping.
हाँ. What am I supposed to do? Not in a very insensitive way, but again, what am I supposed to do about you secretly harming yourself? I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive, or I have been so sensitive to it throughout the friendship. But this was like, bro, you can't justify your shitty behavior towards other people by
I mean,
Yeah.
valid reason, but using it in a situation like this, where you want to use it as a get out of jail free card, is just not it. How much ever serious the reason could be, you could have always thoda sa effort you could have put. See, the person you in that situation, you know what she's going through. So you would understand and empathize with her ki theek hai, she's not able to put so much effort as much as I'm putting. You're putting some 70%. She can at least try to match 25%,
Yeah.
30%.
And this is the kind of empathy that I feel like people lack abhi, that the amount of care and consideration that I would show to a friend, that just doesn't happen anymore. They're like, bhai, tere problem se tu deal kar, I am out. And they just leave the friendship. I
Yeah.
see.
Why are you burdening your problems on me?
It's just selfishness in the end. Essentially, our whole point with this video is that adult friendships are going to be very difficult
And complicated.
to not only initiate but also to maintain. So try to make it a priority ki, you are there for your friends, you show up for them, you express कि तुम कितना care करते हो, ठीक है? Especially with guys, भाई, you guys never express your
And in a life that's getting progressively busier and busier,
Exactly.
make time for your friends.
yeah.
Says who? Someone who does not make time for his friends. Who's very bad at keeping in contact with friends.
Yeah.
This is something that I strive to do better.
And it's not like we are taking a moral high ground here.
No,
ठीक
not
है?
at all.
Not at all. मतलब, whatever issues we did discuss in this video, we have been in both sides of the situation. Both of us. And, we have been guilty of a lot of the things that we have talked about here. And we have also been at the receiving end of these things. So,
That is how you learn these things.
exactly. That is what made us learn about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for today's episode, guys.
We'll see you next time.